Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. After Peru's president resigned over death of two protesters, Bruno says strong message to Nigerians. It's about time. Nigerians needs to wake up because this country, we have become, they've poured ice water. You know, when they poured very cold water on you, ice water, they've poured it on Nigerians. They've made us, people who they are intimidating Nigerians, pulling us to the corner, making us not be able to talk, not to be able to, speak in the face of adversity. What does it cost us if the professionals in this country go ahead and quickly make a petition and sanction Buhari and his administration? Why is everybody quiet over mass attack on Nigerians? Why is everybody keeping quiet as if nothing is happening? Why is everybody quiet? You see, Peru's president has gone ahead and guess what? He has resigned. Why did he resign? He resigned because, two protesters were killed in the process. But Nigeria, everything continues as business as usual. Everything goes on as if nothing is happening. People still have their jobs in the face of adversity that is going on currently in the country. People are still moving about. President Muhammadu Buhari is still there. He has not even addressed Nigerians. When they asked him to address Nigerians, he came up to say he spoke about every other thing, but left the very bone of contention. Buhari gave a speech and did not even mention that anything happened at Lekki Toll Gate. And guess what? When Femi Adesina was to appear before the courts, when he was to appear before, channels, television, what did he say? He said, well, Buhari touched everything. Buhari touched everything. Can you imagine? Nigerians, can you imagine? Peru's president has to resign because two protesters died. Let's get straight into the news. When I saw the news that the president of a country resigned over the death of protesters, I was left in a different kind of amazement. How can a president throw in the towel just like that? What kind of humility and submission is this? Bimago Omokri, an author, lawyer, and a former special assistant on media to ex-president Goodluck Jonathan Ebele, has sent a strong message to Nigerians after Peru's president resigned over death of protesters. He wrote on Twitter, Peru's president has resigned over the death of two protesters. Meanwhile, General Muhammadu Buhari has not even acknowledged the killing of multiple peaceful, unarmed NSAS protesters by troops of the Nigerian army during the Lekki massacre. Nigerians are just too docile. Too docile. See the screenshots. I'm going to be giving you the screenshots and so that you can see. Nigerians are too docile and nobody is speaking about what is going on in the country. Everybody keeps quiet. Everybody pretends as if nothing is happening. Peru's president has to resign over what went on in his country. But Nigeria, resign, or is even taking rights and is telling Nigerians nothing happened. Let's continue. According to Muno Mokri's tweets, why Peru's president resigned over death of protesters, our president hasn't even acknowledged that multiple peaceful and unarmed NSAS protesters were killed. Remember, President Muhammadu Buhari did not even address Nigerians. A speech to Nigerians to declare that something even happened in the nation. How is this possible? These are also precedents that in our country, no acknowledgement. Rumo Mokri also called Nigerian docile, meaning that Nigerians are submissive, complacent, and totally obedient to do things that is unthinkable and actually are too obedient even unto death. What kind of a country are we in that nobody can stand up? Even those in authority cannot call this government to order by calling other nations of the world, revealing and exposing what is going on. Just a few persons are speaking into what is really happening in this country. Others behave as though it's not my business. We cannot continue like that. Bruno Mokri, very true. We cannot continue like that. We cannot continue like that. How can a country, yes, in a country where we have professionals, we have doctors, we have lawyers, we have professors, we have well-read people, everybody's just docile, behaving as if nothing happened. Everybody's just quiet, as if nothing happened. Everybody's just going on their own. It's sad. Very sad. Very, very sad. Very, very sad. We cannot even imagine. We cannot even imagine, what's going on, in this country. Nobody is speaking up. Nobody is answering. Nobody is being real with what is happening. You are keeping quiet today. Tomorrow might be your turn. It might be your relative. Tomorrow might be your children's turn. And that's why you cannot be quiet in the face of adversity. You must speak up for integrity. You must speak up for truth. You must speak up, on what really matters. What really matters? Nigerian life does it not matter? Does it not matter to you? Does it not matter to you that people were killed, unceremoniously? What? It's not like they were in a riot. They were crying for good governance that will affect you and I. Ah, Nigerians, Nigerians, and nobody. I don't blame Bruno Mokri. Honestly, I don't blame Bruno Mokri at all. One bit, I don't blame him. Peru president had to resign because protesters died. But guess what? In our country, they are even celebrating him. And guess what? Femi Adesina said, you should be very happy, very, very happy. Buhari, he applied the wisdom of a father. Otherwise, what do you mean? Which wisdom of a father? To who? Your father, of course. Which wisdom did he apply? He applied the domicile of a father. Excuse me. Buhari has, in fact, he's not anybody's father. He's just your father because you are eating from him. You are part of those who are sharing from the national cake. So you are enjoying it while it lasts. Look at his face. That's the Femi Adesina who is telling Nigerians that Nigerians should be very grateful. On what happened on NSAS, we even have a living witness now who came up to say that bullet is still in his leg as we speak. It has not been removed. There are evidences, but Nigerian government have decided to major on the minor and minor on the major, which is why we are not going anywhere. It's a sad situation that those who have voices to speak, I tell you, in a country, in a people, there are those who are influencers, okay? Not just necessarily social media influencers. There are those who can call on other nations of the world and say, you know what, guys, look at this direction. Something is happening here unconstitutionally. Something is going on in this country that is unheard of, is bad. And guess what? Other nations of the world will respond. And we will never forget the labor of your love. We'll never forget what you did in this country to make sure that Nigeria become a better place. But every one of you go about your business as if nothing has happened. If it was your son or daughter that was killed, will you continue as business as usual? Where is even our vice president? What is he saying in this whole matter? How is it affect? What is he saying? Because it's not just Buhari and his particular people that is performing nepotism with that are in government. Where are the other people to be able to speak? Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.